Hello, everyone. Merry Christmas. My name's Emily, and I have the privilege of working with our kids ministry here at Pleasant Valley. And today, as I look out in the audience, I see a lot of kids. If you're a kid, maybe just give me a little whoop whoop. Okay, nice. And kids, I have something special for you during this service. I have a story called The Light of the World. It starts like this. The same night, in amongst the stars, suddenly a bright new star appeared. Of all the stars in the dark vaulted heavens, this one shone clear. It blazed in the night and made the other stars look pale beside it. God put it there when his baby son was born, to be like a spotlight, shining on him, lighting up the darkness, showing people the way to him. You see, God was like a new dad. He couldn't keep the good news to himself. He'd been waiting all of these years for this moment, and now he wanted to tell everyone. So he pulled out all the stops. He'd sent an angel to tell Mary and Joseph the good news. He put a special star in the sky to show where his boy was. And now he was going to send a big choir of angels to sing his happy song to the world. He's here, he's come, go and see him, my little boy. Now, where would you send your splendid choir? To a big concert hall, maybe? Or a palace, perhaps? God sent his to a little hillside, outside a little town, in the middle of the night. He sent all those angels to sing for a raggedy old bunch of shepherds watching their sheep outside Bethlehem. In those days, remember, people used to laugh at shepherds and say they were smelly and call them other rude names, which I cannot possibly mention here. You see, people thought shepherds were nobodies, just scruffy old riffraff. But God must have thought shepherds were very important indeed, because they were the ones he chose to tell the good news to first. That night, some shepherds were out in the open fields, warming themselves by a campfire, when suddenly the sheep darted. They were frightened by something. The olive trees rustled. What was that? A wing beat? They turned around, and standing in front of them was a huge warrior of light blazing in the darkness. "Don't be afraid of me," the bright angel said. "I haven't come to hurt you. I've come to bring you happy news for everyone, everywhere. Today in David's town, in Bethlehem, God's son has been born. You can go and see him. He's sleeping in a manger." Behind the angel, they saw a strange glowing cloud, except it wasn't a cloud. It was angels, troops and troops of angels armed with light. And they were singing a beautiful song. "Glory to God be fame and honor and all our hoorays." Then, as quickly as they appeared, the angels left. The shepherds stamped out their fire, left their sheep, raced down the grassy hill, through the gates of Bethlehem, down the narrow cobble streets, through a courtyard, down some steps, past the inn, round a corner, through a hedge, until, at last, they reached a tumble-down stable. Then they caught their breath. Then quietly they tiptoed inside. They knelt on the dirt floor. They had heard about this promised child, and now he was here, heaven's son, the maker of stars, a baby sleeping in his mother's arms. This baby would be like that bright star shining in the sky that night, a light to light up the whole world, chasing away darkness, helping people to see. Jesus would show the world what God is really like, and show us who God made us to be. And every Christmas, we celebrate Jesus, who came to be our light. And that's the end. Now, kids, we have something special for you to grab as you exit the service today. As you walk out the doors, there will be some glow sticks. You can each grab one to remind you that Jesus is the light of the world. Thanks, everyone.